Shia LaBeouf. I like Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Hey team, how are you going today? It is Hannah here. Don't laugh at me. This is my channel. We're coming back at you with drunk advice. Because we've had alcohol and now we're going to tell you what to do with your problems. This is Claire. You should know that by now.
Hi.
You should know that by now. If you're on the team, you should know. And if you're not on the team, click that subscribe button down below and give me some love. Because I love you. No, I don't. That's a lie. Let's get into it.
We look amazing.
This is great. Oh yeah, we're dressed as
food. Some of our favourite foods.
Actually, yeah, pizza's my favourite food.
And donuts.
I mean, not this type of pizza.
No.
I don't like pepperonis.
No.
Pepperonis.
But that was the only pizza costume they had, so.
How do they not have Hawaiian pizza as an option? How dare Kmart for their $12 not give me Hawaiian pizza?
I would eat this donut though.
Eat it right now then. No, like cut a bit off and put it in. Oh, this is a great one. How do I tell people I don't like them without explicitly saying I don't like them?
We're talking like dating situation, friendship,
anything, workplace, whatever. You know what my answer is? Just tell them you don't like them. That's fine.
Because I feel like if you've been on 1, 2, even 3 dates with someone and you realise you don't like them, be grown up, use your fucking words and just say, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work. Yeah. I'm not feeling a connection.
You seem lovely, but you're not my person.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Don't just not text back. Use your fucking words.
But I think even just like in friendship groups where, you know, like your friends have other friends and they get you all together and it keeps happening, you keep seeing the same person.
And you hate them. I think
that you don't always have to say it. I think that you, in that situation where there's no obligation, you don't have to say it, but you're right. When there's an obligation there's an expectation you're going to spend time with them again, then you need to be like, yo dude, what up? That dingleberries, not for me. Wait, dingleberries is like poop butts. Dingleberries is when there's poop stuck to the hair on your butt.
Ew.
I meant balls and
your
shit.
Berries, not for me.
I meant balls and shit.
Not into your berries.
But I said dingleberries. So.
Still haven't found my berries.
And I still haven't found dingleberries. How do I life?
You don't.
I don't know why you're asking us, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. If you know, comment down below and tell us.
Oh, community engagement here with Claire on my channel. Yeah, if you know how to life, let me know, because I'm struggling too. If you could only drink one cold drink and hot drink is your liquid forever, what would you choose? What's your cold drink and what's your hot drink?
Cold drink would be water.
Hot drink would be water because it's still water and I'm not that invested in hot drinks as a concept. I drink
actually, no, you know, good point. Yeah, good point. Actually, yeah, hot water, cold drink, post mix,
vodka, vodka Coke. Oh my god, have you seen that video where it's like two dudes and they're arguing about whether fish are wet or dry?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's like, okay, basically the question is wetness, okay, how can something be wet if everything is water?
Yeah, so if it's
because wetness is the difference between dryness and what that is.
But if something is surrounded by water, how is it wet? If you take it out of the water, it's wet because it's surrounded by dryness.
But
if it's in water, is it still wet?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh god, I think so.
No, I think wetness is the contrast.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because you can say that a fish is covered in water, and that's fine, but I don't think a fish is wet until you take it out of its water environment, and then the environment is no longer
wet, water-based.
Yeah.
What is your favourite thing to touch?
The bean. What's your favourite thing to touch, Claire? Who do you hate?
Who do I hate? I hate a lot of people.
Let's get into it.
Names I'm not gonna say.
Famous people.
Oh, famous people. Okay, well then.
Not just like drag the chick down the street that doesn't put her bins out properly, love. Famous people.
Well,
I was
obviously.
about to say we're obviously avoiding the big one because I don't want to talk about him.
Okay, yeah, let's not talk about him then.
He doesn't deserve my words.
No.
Just my thoughts.
I've heard a lot of negative shit about Nash Greer.
Yeah, I don't like him either. He did that video that was like, how to be a hot, sexy girl, and everyone was like,
And that hey fat people chick, she's a cunt.
yeah. I mean, not YouTubers, because I want to get big on YouTube, so we can't badmouth YouTubers.
Oh, what's her face? Jenny.
From the block?
Jim Carrey's wife.
Oh, why do you not like her?
She's an anti-vaxxer.
I don't know who she
She's
is.
a fucking nutjob. Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck off with your bullshit.
Is that bloody Jim Carrey's wife?
Yeah.
Since when?
Well, since always.
Since they got married, I guess is the answer to that question.
So,
Did you see him on the red carpet of...
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So, you didn't get dressed up tonight. I didn't get dressed up. There is no me. Amazing. Have you seen the video of him painting? It's like a 6-minute video. You gotta watch that and then watch his emotional breakdown, and then you'll be in love with him, because I think he's great.
But yeah, she's a fucking nutjob, and so is Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I think...
With her crystal healing.
I think Gwyneth Paltrow is a scam artist.
Yeah.
She sells... It's like Kanye West with a $500 plain white t-shirt that you could get the same thing at bloody...
Target
Kmart.
for $10.
Yeah. Or even like at like... What's the male equivalent of Sports Girl?
Lowe's?
Glue store. For like $50. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
I just don't think that... I don't think that anybody who thinks that Goop is a good idea is a smart person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't respect people that think that she's...
No.
Okay, this is a good one. How do you get a guy to commit to going out with you? Look, they're getting to the date.
Guys.
Hi.
We're in the middle of something, Padre. Sorry, that was aggressive, but I've had alcohol. No, once you're there, getting a second date is a whole separate question,
Yeah.
which we may or may not address in this episode of Drunk Advice with Hannah and Claire. In episode 1, right now, existing in this moment, how do you get them to go on the first date with you?
I usually jump in and ask first.
And say, what are you doing Friday night,
Yeah.
baby? Get on
Would you
up
be
in
interested
this.
in meeting me for a drink?
Would you be interested in this situation? Would you be interested in eating my cheese? Oh, that's so disgusting!
Ew.
Pepperones.
If you smell like cheese, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. There's some life advice.
There's some drug advice.
Go to the doctor.
No, actually, here's some life advice for you. Vagina havers of any gender, it's okay for it to smell a little bit. That's normal. Also, masturbate more. Anyone with a vagina, yeah, masturbate more. I feel like it's really like
It's still taboo.
frowned upon.
Yeah, it is. It's still
to talk
taboo.
about ladies doing the do with themselves, but I think that it's like, oh, you teenage boys just like jack it all the time, and it's like, teenage girls, get amongst it.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it.
It's healthy.
Do it for yourself. And that's the only person you should be doing anything for. I'm gonna use the pizza to open this.
Blackberry. Yeah, I used the donut. Well, I tried to, but it didn't really.
Oh, look at it
smells good.
smoke.
We're such losers.
No, we're not. We're amazing, beautiful people. Just put it on. Just do what I say, because it's my YouTube channel.
There we go.
Does that feel good sliding it into a furry mug? We're great. Okay.
Any single men out there?
I don't care if you're single. You can be in an open relationship. I don't mind. I'll take that too. Men or women, come at me. What is an appropriate 1-month anniversary present for a relationship?
What the fuck is a 1 month anniversary? Who's celebrating a 1 month anniversary? That's not a real anniversary.
You say nothing.
Yeah.
I say oral.
Have a naked day at home.
Naked day. That sounds amazing, actually. This is the good one. My uncle is very patronizing when it comes to politics. How do I avoid getting upset when we talk about it?
Barrel roll out of there.
Do a barrel roll. You just gotta be like, that cob loaf looks sexy AF, and just go and like put your whole hand in it and lick it
I have
off.
to get to the tip before it runs out.
And just avoid that conversation. I think it's okay to not engage with conversations that you know are going to be damaging to your mental health. That's acceptable, guys.
Yep.
Just do that.
Here's a self-care tip.
I feel like this is a good one for Claire.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
How do you stop yourself from oversharing when you meet new people?
You don't. No.
Some of us don't. I think that when people overshare in conversation, overshare. The concept of oversharing is that what you're saying is making somebody else uncomfortable, right? So for a friend, talking about something really deep isn't oversharing because that person isn't uncomfortable to have that conversation. And I think if this idea of oversharing is that your desire to be seen and your desire to be understood is overpowering your awareness of everybody else's comfort level. That's, I think, what oversharing in public is, right? So I think that it's a part where you have to realize that you have to realize, okay, in this moment, I'm really desperate for being seen, belonging, validation, whatever it is, and realize that this isn't the arena for it. And as much as that is a totally valid emotion, nobody else owes you that awareness, belonging, validation, whatever it is. And I think for me, so much of growing as a person is just being really self-aware about not only what you do, but why you do it. And I think that oversharing in public isn't always a bad thing. But I think that it comes down to, would you rather make other people uncomfortable or not?
Yeah.
Honestly. And some people are like, yeah, other people can be uncomfortable. Because sometimes I'll say something that other people will be like oversharing. But I'll be like, I'm trying to challenge your assumptions, or I'm trying to challenge what you think about a certain topic because, you know, my experience is different to what you think is the norm.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm going to overshare and make you uncomfortable. But I don't think that that's always a bad thing. And I think that, you know, if there's like 1-800 hotlines that you can speak to somebody about your issues if you are desperate for validation, but the people that are in your life aren't healthy for you, that sometimes you have to realize the people in your life aren't there to help you. That not everybody has good intentions, and not everybody cares enough about you to listen to that sort of stuff. So you just need to find a different place to let that out.
Yeah.
I feel like that was pretty...
Wow. Yep.
I feel like I'm pretty drunk and that came out pretty well. Oh, this is a great one. In terms of being in a relationship, is there a difference between having a fantasy and acting on that fantasy?
Yes.
Yes!
100% there is.
That's what I think.
Yeah, 100% there is.
I think it's totally okay. Do you think that it's insulting to a partner to say, oh, that guy on TV is so hot?
No.
Do you think that if you had a boyfriend...
If it's distant, like, you know, a celebrity or something, but if you're at a bar or a restaurant with your partner, you're like, oh, fuck, that guy's so hot. Yeah. That's insulting.
That's the thing. If Chris Evans comes on TV and you're like, oh, Chris Evans is so hot, and your partner gets offended, I think that's...
Your partner needs to calm down.
Calm down, because like you obviously none of us are ever going to be with Chris Evans, so it's
Except
not
for her.
Well, look, if I talk about enough on my YouTube channel, surely that will win him over, and definitely not freak him out, right? Chris Evans, if you're out there. Comment below if you're friends with Chris Evans, because I need to like get hooked up right now.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
yeah, I think you're right. If
there's zero possibility of it ever happening, then it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like I said, if it's a person who walks past you in a restaurant or in a bar,
I think it depends on
your relationship.
Your partner.
Because everyone's relationships are different. People have open relationships. People have polyamorous relationships. Yeah. You know, everyone's different, and you know your partner, or you should know your partner, or you're getting to know your partner. Yeah. And if you are actively looking for a third, fourth, fifth, whatever person to join your relationship...
I can't find one, let alone five other people. But there's definitely a difference between thinking about doing something and actually doing it.
Absolutely.
And also I think a lot of the times you can't control your thoughts, but certainly there is an aspect of, oh my God, I just thought this, I can't believe I thought that. Like,
thoughts fly into your brain.
Yeah.
And, you know, your reaction is what matters. Yeah, your reaction to them in the way, and you acting on it or not acting on it is what matters.
I think your reaction to that thought is what matters.
You know, if you're enjoying some alone time, you can't be expected to... I don't think you can be expected to fantasize about your partner every single time.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Fantasies aren't always your true desires as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes, don't you ever wake up from a dream and be like,
what the fuck just happened?
Bill Clinton, why were you there? No, I'm not interested in you in that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that happens. Oh, this is a good one. Not just on dates, but in general with all people. How do I keep a conversation going? I want us to talk about more than just uni.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's one I struggle with, actually.
Do you really?
On dates, yeah, I struggle to keep conversations going. And I think silences don't always have to be awkward.
Yeah.
You can sit in comfortable silence with someone.
I agree. You know what I think? I think in a dating sense, if you have to put in effort to keep the conversation going, that's not a person that you want to be with.
Yeah.
Even shy people, even socially awkward people can have a conversation with someone that they're comfortable with for a long period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, look, to be honest, to keep the conversation going, I would ask other people questions because everybody loves to talk about themselves, even if they say that they don't.
Yeah.
And
even if they don't, they can be like, oh, just answer it really briefly and be like, oh, how about you?
So I think in a silence, if you feel like it's awkward, ask more questions.
Yeah, don't talk at people.
Yeah, don't talk at people, talk with people, I think is definitely the key thing.
Yeah.
This one is great.
You said that for every question.
Have I?
Yeah. This one's really good. Oh, I like this one. This one's great.
I'm just in a positive mood.
We're drunk.
Am I allowed to be positive in my life?
Absolutely.
No. It says, I'm in a youth hostel room right now. Me and a cute boy. Just them in a room. How do I get his attention or talk to him?
Climb into his bed. No.
Just take your clothes off.
Yeah. Oh, you're in here?
When he comes back from the bathroom, be naked.
Spread legs on the bed.
Maybe not that
Are we
far.
doing this thing?
I'm sorry.
Let's practice it together.
Is the end game of this conversation
is it sex? Is the end game sex?
I feel like you're treating it like it is. Like in 5 minutes, I need to be naked or bust. Or bust.
With that hair like in your nose.
Don't talk about my nostril hair like that. Again, it's just about being aware of yourself and being aware of other
people's
people.
Body language.
Yeah, reading people's body language is so important.
Yeah.
I know it's such a strange thing to say, but they definitely need to teach more of that shit in schools, right? Okay. There is a girl in my school who tells everyone she is a witch. She follows me everywhere. How do I get her to leave me alone? Just be like, I didn't tell you this, but I'm actually a more powerful witch and I've cast a spell on you.
You need to back
I did that in high school for about
really?
for about a week. I pretended I was a witch because there were other girls in my class that said they were witches and I believed that they were witches, but I wanted them to be friends with me, so I pretended I was a witch. And then I would do things like, oh my God, I've just had a premonition of your gravestone. Like I would say shit like that all the time. Like I really got into it and they were like, no. And because they were quite clearly in control of this social situation, I was just like, oh, okay, I must have seen the premonition wrong. Like I just like let them tell me off. I was such a weirdo in high school. Yeah, no, I think that definitely. Please date me. Yeah, no, I think that it is about kind of politely finding somebody else for them to gravitate towards. Mm-hmm. And I think that years later they'll probably realize like, oh, I was quite intense as a teenager, and feel bad about it. But as a teenager, I don't think that they would understand that that's problematic for other people.
Yeah.
I found out a question.
Oh, another question.
I don't have any more
You've
questions.
run out? Oh God.
I feel like we're kind of on a roll right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.